Hello. This lesson we talk about distance, speed, and time. We know that speed is a rate that shows how fast distance changes with time. So if we say that the speed of an object is 20 meters per second, it means that every second the object travels a distance of 20 meters. If we want to find the whole distance traveled, this is only the distance that it travels in 1 second. If you want to find the distance that travels, the whole distance that it travels in a longer time or a different time than 1 second, you need to times by that time. For example, a bullet travels at 700 meters per second, so the bullet travels for every second, the bullet travels 700 meters. How far does it travel? In 4.2 seconds. Now here the time is not 1 second. If it was only 1 second, I would have said that it travels 700 meters. But they are asking me to tell them what the distance, because the distance when the time is 4.2. Now I need to multiply this time by this speed. So distance equal to speed times time. Speed is 700 meters. And the time is 4.2. Then 700 times 4.2. That gives me 2,940. So 2,940 meters. Why meters? Because the speed was in meters per second. So the time for speed was second, and the unit for the distance was meter. So meter and second. So all answers that we would get will be either meter or second. And we've got to make sure that when you time in, the time is in second to get the distance in meters. The speed is a rate, and to find the rate, we need to divide. We already know that to find the rate, we need to divide the first quantity by the second quantity. Here we've got an example. A bus travels 150 kilometers in 2 hours. Find its speed. All right, speed again is a rate. We need to divide. And this is our first quantity. This is our second quantity. The time is the second one. And distance is the first one. So we divide this by that. Or you just remember the formula. Speed is distance divided by time. So 150 divided by 2.5 gives us 60. So the speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Again, why kilometer per hour? Because the distance was in kilometer and the time was in hour. That is question 3. Example 3. A runner runs 800 meters with a speed of 6 meters per second. How long for did the runner run? All right, so they have given us the distance now, and they are giving us the speed. They want the time. To find the time, we need to divide distance by speed. Distance divided by speed. So that is 800, the distance is 800. Then divide by speed, which is 6. 800 divided by 6 gives us 150. But what is 150? This is the time, and here the time unit was second. So that will be 150 seconds. To summarize this and to remember the formulas, we use this triangle. At the top we have D, and at the bottom we got S and T. D stands for distance, S stands for speed, T stands for time. If I divide distance by speed, I get time. You can think of it as a fraction line. So distance divided, and fraction means dividing. Distance divided by speed equals to time. Distance divided by speed equals time. Similarly, distance divided by time equals to speed. Distance divided by time equal to speed. Or we can write it as divides. You know that fraction and division are the same thing. And to get to distance, we need to times this to speed times time gives us the distance. Distance is equal to speed times time. That is all we have for this lesson. Thank you for your attention.